what's up? We are on scene for the weekend. Weather's looking great. Hopefully it's going to be a weekend of fun and a lot of fish, kayak fishing, hopefully some diving. So let's see how it goes. Hey, what's up? We're out on the water. It's about 6 o'clock. I got a new GoPro mount, so I'm trying it out. It's kind of a tall, skinny wire. I think there's a little bit more wobble in the camera today, but it gives you a little bit higher of a view, so I picked it up. We'll try it out. Just looking for bait right now. We're gonna head out a little deeper. The boys are all out. Probably about 8 guys on the water right now. I think Steve's still asleep. All right, let's go. It's really hard to make bait right now. There's a lot of fish around, but they're not biting the speakies for some reason. So I don't know. Been at it for about an hour now. Yeah, they're everywhere. So not really sure what's going on. Anyway, I got one sardine, so I'm gonna throw him down. So at least have something in the water. Try to catch a halibut. Looks like Steve finally made it out. Welcome to the party, Steve. It's been slow. It's been real slow. We're making a move. The wind is actually kind of strong, and the drift is pretty strong too. We've drifted really far down the beach, and the current keeps pushing us back in too, so it's kind of hard to stay at the depth that we want to stay at. Got this new life jacket, Bass Pro. It's one of those low profile ones. You pull the string and it inflates. I got to get a new CO2 cartridge to use that, but I can manually inflate it by blowing into it. Hopefully I don't have to use it. Dude. Yeah, it's a halibut, I believe. He ate it literally on the drop. This new camera mount sucks, obviously. Can't stay up. Oh yeah. Yep. New camera mounts having issues. All right. Let's go back and look for more. All right, so the new GoPro camera mount sucks. That's going back ASAP. I took it off the pedal drive, put it on the T-track mount on the side. At least that way I think I can make it through today. We're going back to the spot where I caught him. Because usually when there's one, there's more. And so I have it marked on my GPS. We're gonna go back. But we've drifted so far. It's probably gonna take us 30 minutes just to get back to that spot. I gotta pee, so here's the bag. I'm telling you, don't drink from this bag if you come fishing with me. It's the vapor. I think it's supposed to be like a water bottle, maybe like a liquor flask for concerts or something, but for me, I have a different use. It works out pretty well. Vapor, got it on Amazon. Looks like I'm on to another one here. Oh, this camera mount sucks. Huh? Oh yeah. That bad boy. Right here behind the highs? Yeah. So I'm headed back in right now, and I had posted my fish on Instagram, and my cousin, he likes to fish too, and we were talking, but it reminded me, I used to live in Hawaii. When I first started getting into fishing, my mom would drop me off at the ocean for hours, and I would just fish all day long, and I didn't really catch much. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I just loved being out there, walking on the reef and in the mangroves, and just checking things out and looking at all the life and all the cool stuff out there. On a low tide day, I could walk out probably half a mile on the reef, and the water would, you know, be up to like your knees. You could walk to the edge of it and just look down into like straight blackness. And I used to fish off the side of that thing, and I never really caught anything decent. But one time when my cousins came out to visit me, I wanted to take them out to the beach, so we went. It was a low tide day. We walked all the way out there on the reef, and we were gonna go fishing. So I hooked up a pole for my cousin Alex, gave him the pole, and I said, all right, now throw it off the reef and maybe you'll get a fish. So he throws it off the reef, and maybe not even 30 seconds later, he has a bite, and he's reeling it in. He doesn't even know what to do, but he's reeling in this fish. He pulls it up. It was a papillo, which it's like an ulua, small ulua. It's called a papillo. It's basically what everybody wants to catch out there. It's like a good game fish out there. So he caught this thing. We were so happy. I was happy for him, but man, I was so jealous because I've been out there for months and I ain't catching nothing. And I take him out there to my secret spot, 30 seconds. I actually never caught a papillo out there. My cousin did. I wonder if he still remembers that. So funny. I wish I had a Quest bar right now. Cookies and cream. Oh man, this camera mount just kind of sucks. Just kind of bending over and Steve over there on the phone. I don't know who he's chatting with. It's like an old lady on the phone over there. Just laughing, chatting, spreading the gossip probably. I guess that's one way to pass the time. Judging by the distance, probably got about another 45 minutes or so. I'm sweating. It's muggy. Back at the campsite. Day 2. We're making coffee today. We're catching some fish today. More fish. Some of the boys already went out. We did that yesterday. So today we're making breakfast and coffee. Steve, the meteorologist, says the weather is nice. That's a good sign. Go, Steve, go. Paddle like your life depends on it. Day 2 with the crappy GoPro mount. We just got out. It's a little later today. It's like after 8 o'clock already. But we took our time this morning, made some breakfast, some coffee. It was really nice. The weather today is so much better than it was yesterday morning. Yeah, hopefully this mount holds up today, at least until I can return it this week. Getting prepared today. Quest bar, cookies and cream. It's the best flavor. Alright, I think I'm on one. Decent. Real decent.
So you bleed them first and then smack them in the head.
Oh. Feels like a halibut. Yep. Yeah, he's nice. Dude, he's a big one. Holy moly. I had him at the surface and he took a run all the way back down. Missed the gaff, dude.
Huh?
I missed the gaff. I'm lucky he didn't get off. He doesn't look massive. Man, he's strong.
From the other side?
Yeah. All right, I got him. Oh yeah, he's pretty big.
Huh?
He's pretty big.
Big?
Yeah, he's a good size. Well, I don't know, maybe about the same size as yesterday. Check that out. Oh, bite me. 33. Exactly the same size as the ones I caught yesterday.
Leo, do you have a copy?
It's a good size though. It's like that any day. All right, let's go. Something make the sand dab. Nuts. All right. Bro. Oh. He's a little bigger. About 34 and a half. 34 and a half, so yeah, a little bigger. No sharkies. Well, it's nice to know the sand dabs work when you can't catch other bait fish. Hanging out with my bird friend here. He's catching these lizard fish. Me and my bird friend. Because I don't want him, but he does. He just had a bite and it snapped off my whole line, hooks and everything, so that must have been a shark, so that means there's a shark in the water here nearby. So I got 2 fish in the water currently. Hopefully he doesn't see those ones. Yeah. Oh! I knew it, dude. Alright, we got a shark. Another shark. Oh yeah, there he is. Hey! Get away! Dude, he's Huge. Yeah. Bigger than I want. He came all the way up to my fish and even like almost tried to take a bite. Seeing sharks is cool, but I think like that first like moment, the first second or two when you see it, it's you know, first you don't really know what it is. He's over there harassing Steve right now. All right, I think I'm gonna head in. Just got a bad tangle, so I got it undone, and I'm gonna go check on Steve now. That's him over there. My bird friends, man, I'm leaving. I got these two fish, so not bad. I think the shark left. I haven't seen him on the fish finder anymore. So kind of cool that I had suspected that there might be a shark in the water. And it's funny because I even told Steve, I said, I'm seeing something casting shadows on my fish finder and I just wonder if it's a shark. Now I know how to spot sharks or other big fish near the surface on a fish finder. That was a first, so pretty cool. Get back in, take care of these guys. Beautiful day out here. Finally the overcast burned off. Steve out there desperately trying to catch a halibut, and I hope he does. Alright, see you on the beach. I'm back at home. I'm gonna fillet these other two fish that we caught on Sunday. On Saturday we tried to fillet the two fish that I caught, but realized I didn't have my sharpener. So I feel like I kind of butchered those fillets because of it. So I decided to hold these guys until I got home to fillet them here. They've been in my kill bag on ice, so they're pretty frozen. Here's one fillet. It's the first one right there. Of course, I've got my helpers here. I got one helper here. No fish for Steve this weekend, so that kind of sucks. I'm really hoping to get him on some fish. He just sat there and watched me catch fish all weekend. But you know, he's still figuring out his system. You gotta have a system when you're on your kayak. Your gear, your tackle, everything matters. It took me a while to figure it out for myself, so he's still figuring that out for himself. And actually, I was telling him that my first 5 or 6 trips, I didn't catch any fish, but one day it all clicked. I got a lot of help from my friends though too. That helps as well. Just making friends and just seeing what the other people are doing out there, and it's probably helped me the most actually. But as far as your own, that's personal. I mean, nobody can help you with that. So you just kind of look at what everyone's doing and take a little bit of inspiration from everybody, I guess, and figure out what you think is going to work for you. Everybody's got different boats, different setups. I brought all my stuff to go spearfishing this weekend, and the water was pretty clear, but I didn't end up doing it. But I did make plans with a new friend of mine, Jesus. We're gonna head out on Wednesday. This guy I'm going with, we met on Facebook Marketplace. He was gonna buy something from me. I don't even remember what it was. He didn't end up buying it, but I noticed that his profile picture was a picture of him in a wetsuit holding up a halibut. I messaged him and I was like, hey man, do you still want this thing or whatever? And he probably thought I was just bugging. And he said, yeah, but probably not. It probably won't work out. And I said, all right, well, you know, screw that. I noticed your profile picture and I wanted to talk to you about spearfishing. So what do you say? Let's hook up. And he was like, sure, yeah, heck yeah. So we just started chatting for probably a couple weeks now. He happened to be down the street from where I was this weekend. So he just texted me and he said, I'll stop by. We met in person for the first time after talking on Messenger for weeks. And he showed me what he caught that day, and it was a pretty good catch. It was cool. He's a cool dude, and luckily, you know, he was open to it. I'm open to it, so it just kind of worked out. Hopefully he'll be a good spear fishing buddy for me. They say it's hard to make friends when you're in your 40s. I don't think it's that hard. All right. So here's all the meat. Probably about 10 pounds off this guy. Yeah. Did a pretty good job, I think. That's for dogs. They say they're like the little scallops. The dog gets the best part, I guess. I also forgot to mention that last weekend, I didn't make a video, but we went camping up in Monterey, Jamie and I. And I did a class, a freediving class, a spearfishing class actually, with Kevin from California Catch and Cook. If you've seen his YouTube channel, then you know who he is. Just a super smart guy, super knowledgeable about like coastal foraging, like mushrooms, kind of like living off the land type of a dude, but he's also been spearfishing since he was a kid, so he has a whole series of spearfishing videos on like how-to tips, gear that he uses, things that he likes, but he also does classes. So I've been wanting to do one for a long time. Jamie actually bought me a ticket for Father's Day, so we went up there and it was really fun. The visibility wasn't great, but Kevin's just a cool guy, really fun to hang out with. And I took my GoPro and all my gear to record, but I didn't end up recording anything just because, you know, out of respect for him and the class and even like the location that we were at, I just didn't think it would be appropriate. And he probably would have been okay with it actually if I'd asked him, but I just didn't even bring it up. And I also didn't want to like be distracted while I'm trying to learn from him, so you know, fumbling with GoPro or trying to worry about if the GoPro was turned on or not. I didn't record, and I just tried to immerse myself in the environment with him, and it was really cool. We were probably diving in like maybe 12 feet of water through a thick kelp forest. There was some perch swimming around. I took a few shots, I missed. We were using 3 prongs, so I didn't have my my gun. He actually called me over at one point and said that there was a black and yellow rockfish in a cave and if I wanted to take a shot, and I was like, sure. So we breathed up. He said tap him on the shoulder when I'm ready and then we'll dive down. I'll follow him. He'll shine his light into the cave. And so we dove down. He ended up shining his light into the cave. I got down there, I saw it, but at that point my breath was starting to run out, and I couldn't stay down. I was trying to like grab the kelp to like pull me down, but I really couldn't get low enough. I did take a shot though, and I actually hit the fish. I smacked him right in the head, but it didn't penetrate. Yeah, he got away, so it was still really cool. He's a guy that I looked up to on YouTube for a long time, so didn't get any footage, but just so you know, I'm still focused on that, you know, as my primary, you know, hobby that I'm trying to break into right now. But the halibut fishing is just too good right now to ignore. So yeah, I was watching that footage from the shark yesterday, and at one point the shark was like right below me, and I brought my cover for my GoPro this time so I could put it in the water if I ever saw a shark again, and I did. So I was really excited. So the shark was right there. I put my GoPro in the water, and I was probably 3 or 4 feet from his face. And I got some great footage. He just kind of hung out there for a bit. And when I pulled the GoPro out, it wasn't even turned on. So that sucked because the shark didn't come back after that. He kind of just left us alone. And then there's another clip where I was talking about how I thought I saw a shark on my fish finder. I have the Humminbird Helix 7, and it has a side view, side scan, so you can see down the water column right below you, and then you can see out, I think it's like 174 feet on either side. So if there's structure over there, I can see it, and then I can go over there or whatever. But I was explaining how, you know, I saw something, I saw a blip in the water column below me,
and then it casted a shadow further out on the sand. So the transducer is kind of like a flashlight below my boat, shining out both ways. And if there's something big in the water, it'll cast a shadow further out onto the sand. And I saw that, and so I figured there was something below me that was casting a pretty big shadow, and I didn't know what it was. But I told Steve at that point, I was like, dude, I wonder if there's a shark nearby. And I kept seeing this, it was popping up around me and stuff, and then sure enough, I go to look down at one point, and there he is, you know, with his freaking mouth open, trying to get the fish, because I had him off the side of the boat. So I pull the fish in the boat, both of them, and fought him off with my gaff. And then he circled around a few times. He went and checked his Steve out. He came back. I got the footage with my well, I thought I had the GoPro footage. Didn't work. But he actually left us alone after that. He didn't come back. Not like that last time where that shark didn't leave me alone. I was explaining how I thought I saw a shark and how it ended up being a shark on my fish finder. Come to find out, that footage didn't record either. So having another conversation with myself in the middle of the ocean, not even recorded. That's how it goes, I guess, sometimes. At least I know how to look for sharks and other large fish below me on my fish finder now. So that was kind of cool, because I thought that's what it might have been, and then I was instantly validated with, you know, the fact that that's what it was. So pretty cool. Now I know what that looks like for next time. If I see those blips on my fish finder, I can pull my fish out of the water if they're in the water. But I think I'm just gonna start taking my kill bag, fill it with ice. When I catch fish, I'll bleed them. And once that's done, I'll take them out and put them in my insulated ice bag. That's what it's for. I was just trying to be a little more minimal this time. I don't think that's working out very well. Too many sharks around. Looking for snacks. All right, well, I'm gonna finish up this halibut here, and I'm gonna rinse them, put them on ice, put them in the freezer, vacuum seal, put them in the freezer. But we'll go ahead and end this video for this week. Overall, it was a super fun weekend. The weather was perfect. Had good friends out there. Had some family show up too on Sunday. Drank a couple beers, some wine. The weather was perfect on Sunday. Saturday was a little wet in the morning, a little breezy. The current was kind of crappy, but Sunday made up for it for sure. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.